Okay, next tutorial. This tutorial is meant to be the HatBox Ghost. Now, a lot of you probably out there are probably wondering what the heck that is, but it's basically one of the hitchhiking ghosts from the Haunted Mansion ride in Disneyland. So, I mean, I know it's very random, and don't ask me what decided to make me want to do this, but I've always loved that ride. Every year when I used to go to Florida for Disneyland, I always looked forward to going on the Haunted Mansion ride, and this was just one of the most iconic characters from that ride, I think. I mean, there are so many, like there's Madame Leota, which would be another awesome tutorial, actually. But, yeah, I just thought this one would be a really fun, cartoony one to do, and it's meant to be this kind of half skeleton, half, I don't know, grinning zombie thing? I don't know. It's just a very funny look, really, and with one raised eyebrow. But yeah, so very random, but super fun. So if you guys like to see how to recreate this madness, stay tuned. Okay, so to start things off, I'm going to apply a plain latex bald cap, and I'm going to block out my eyebrows. I'm not going to show you guys how I do it in this video because it would go on forever, so I'll pop a couple of links here to tutorials I've done in the past to show you guys how to do that. I'm blocking out my eyebrows because obviously I'm trying to be a skull face and it needs to be no hair, hence why I'm applying a bald cap as well. I might stick some crepe hair to the back of this, but we'll see as we go on. So I'm going to do that, and we'll go from there. So I've finished applying my bald cap and blocking out my brows, and I've also gone over with about 3 to 4 coats of liquid latex around the edge just to blend my cap into my skin. And I'll point out, the reason I've left my ears, I know it's meant to be a skull, like skeleton type thing, but after all the reference pictures I'm looking at, which are of the original artwork and photos from the ride, the main Hitchhiking Ghost has got, well, I said the main, I suppose the HatBox Ghost has, they all seem to have ears, and he has obviously big prominent ears. I don't know, it just makes the character look that much more cheeky and cartoony, I guess, which kind of sets it apart, because it's not meant to be scary, really. It's meant to be, I don't know, spooky kind of thing, but humorous. So I'm going to leave the ears and just carry on with the look. So, yeah. So I'm going to take some Snazaroo Clown White, and I'm going to apply this all over my face and my bald cap. The way I do Clown White, a lot of people do keep asking me about how I blend it and stuff like that. I apply it not like maybe 50% of the area with a foundation brush, and then I take a kabuki brush and I buff it into my skin just so it distributes the colour evenly. I'm going to leave my neck for now because I'm going to paint it black, I think, and then do a spine like I did for my Jack look. So yeah, so I'm going to apply this all over, and we shall go from there. So there we are, so I'm all covered in white, and now I can take some Ben Nye setting powder in super white and a powder puff, and I'm going to press that all over my face and bald cap and my ears, just so I can set it, make the colour a bit more even, and just make it less shiny, really. So, because I'm not using any prosthetics, I'm not using any liquid latex to enhance the features or anything, I'm going to do it all with shading. I'm going to start from the eyes and work outwards, because there's going to be a lot of shading going on here. And the eyes are they give away the character, I think, and they're very cartoony. So, because one eye needs to be a lot higher than the other, because he's doing that a lot. There seems to be the common expression that he has in most of his different photos and such. So yeah, so I'm going to start colouring those in, and then we can work the lines around it. So I'm going to take a black Snazaroo cream colour in 101, and the reason I'm using a black cream is because I want to smoky out the edges, so I want to not to be just a harsh line. So yeah, so I'm going to apply that both over my eyelids, and I'm going to go down underneath mine to the socket of my cheekbone. And remember, as I said, one's got to be a very high, like a raised eyebrow almost. So then I can take a new clean fluffy brush, and I can just, without adding any extra colour, I can just start buffing this colour in just so it smokies out a little bit more and there's no harsh line. So there we go. So I'm going for a very original, sketchy look, like the Hitchhiking Ghost, I keep calling him that, the HatBox Ghost in the ride is very, very grey and dark, and he's got so much contouring going on, it's crazy. So don't worry about it being too neat, and if the colours bleed into each other, don't worry about that. So yes, I've got this shape, so it looks like the eyebrows raised. Yeah, hopefully that's the thing that comes across, but when I do the contouring, hopefully that will show more. Right, so this bit's going to be difficult to talk you through, so I'll just do it on a time lapse and try and explain as I'm going along. So I'm going to take a small brush and the cream again, and I'm going to start from working around the eyes. So I'm going to start on the really high cheekbones, just drawing one line. I won't blend anything until after I've drawn the main details on. Okay, so I've gone for very cartoony, exaggerated features, so high cheekbones and this raised eyebrow area, and this bit here, that's going to be the mouth. So remember, I'm now going to take a clean brush and shade outwards. Remember, the areas you want to be more fatty and prominent, like the cheekbones for example, I'm going to shade outwards. And I want this area to be completely clean of colour so it stands out more, and these areas are going to blend either side of each other. I'll show you as I'm doing it. It's difficult to describe shading. You'll know as you're doing it what areas need to be more prominent, and you can start making small changes. Like I'm going to make this area here a bit higher because I think the cheekbones need to be really, really cartoony and rounded off. Then you can just take some Snazaroo Clown White and you can apply it in the areas that you want to be more prominent. So I'm going to stop the shading for a little bit just so I can start on the mouth, because I'm going to do a very big grinny mouth and drawing the teeth over my lips. So it's going to be joining in this whole area here. So I'm going to do that again with the cream, and I'm going to use a fine brush. And I'm just going to start painting on the teeth shape that I want. And actually, I think I might start with the lip actually. So if I make my top lip the first layer of teeth. Sorry, I kind of got away doing these cartoony looking teeth. Yeah, so what am I doing? Yeah, so I'm just going to take a really, really, really flat tipped brush, and I'm just going to start, I'm just going to not take too much colour actually, just going to start pulling in these lines in between the nasal labial folds. And the same underneath, just try and match them up to each, well not each tooth because there'll be loads of them, but a majority of them. Then I'm just going to contour this entire area under here, so this area here in with the black cream. Then I'm just going to draw on some nostrils with the black cream again, and I'm going to draw them obviously slightly higher than my nostrils. So I'm making them kind of snout-like, because he does seem to have this little piggy nose. So I'm just contouring around and slightly across the top of my nose, and I'm highlighting down the middle of it just so it looks more turned upwards. And I'm just going to carry on with the contouring. I've just changed the eye shape a little bit to make it more arched underneath, so it just looks like it's more smiley, basically. And then, let's see what I was going to do. I'm just going to take some more of the black. I'm just going to ring it down the sides here, just to add some wrinkles into it, because it seems to have, I know he's a skeleton, but he does seem to have that wrinkled expression going on there, so... Then I can just paint the white triangle he seems to have there. I was going to paint a spine on, but from the reference photos, it's just like a white triangle there. So I'm going to do that, and the rest of my body's going to be black. Right, almost finished. Excuse this. I was actually going to apply some crepe hair to this look, but every other variation of this look has and hasn't got it, so I thought I'd just cover myself in loads of cobwebs. That kind of works. Kind of looks like hair. So I'm going to apply a Collection 2000 eyeliner gel in the waterline of both my eyes just to make them look really dark, and I'm going to finish the look off by applying two sclera lenses, but I'm going to use the Medusa ones, which are white and tiny, tiny pupils with white around the edge and then black again, and I got them from eyesbright.com, and I'll put the link in the description bar below. They're awesome lenses. And there we go. So I finished the look off, as I said, by applying my 2 lenses. And I've got my costume on, which is just a white shirt and a black jacket, really, and a little mini cravat. Yeah. The costume varies. I mean, sometimes he's wearing a white costume, sometimes a suit, so you guys know what to do with it, and I just covered myself in cobwebs, because why not? My top hat I've covered in cobwebs as well. Obviously, if you're doing this, you'd do your hands, but as I don't like doing my hands with these tutorials, because when I'm fiddling around with the keyboard and that, it just gets messy, so yeah, just imagine for now. But yeah, so that's my look. Super fun, very weird looking, very cartoony, hopefully very Disney. Well, I doubt it's Disney, but you know what I mean. Anyway, yeah, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you like it, you know the usual, make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. And yeah, so until next time, bye.